Alright, so we got a quick unboxing and setup guide for y'all and review of these no drill curtain rods for room dividing. So there's different ways you can use this. You can use it to go around your bed. You can use it to divide a room in two. Like say you have kids that share a room, you can divide the room. Or if you just want some privacy in a room, or if you're setting up an office and you're trying to section off like your desk or something, this is going to be pretty neat. So these do come in a black colorway as well as white. I'm just going to unbox it, show y'all everything comes in the box, and then we'll do a quick little like setup guide, show you how it is set up and how it looks when it's done. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's open up the box. So it is fairly heavy. There's a lot of stuff coming here. So these are all your accessory kit. That's accessory kit 1. So they have everything separated, so that's nice. So it's easy installation. So these are height adjustable, so it's going to give you different poles so you can adjust the height on it. It is accessory kit 2. It is pretty simple to install. They just the pieces just plug into each other. You can make them as long as you want, and it's very cost effective, so you don't have to add a wall in your house. This is an easy way to to separate it. It's a great solution for room partitioning. This is a vertical pole set right here. I like how they have them all nicely labeled for you for easy installation. Should be pretty stable, and the good thing about these is you don't have to drill into the wall. This is non-drilling. They push they use pressure against the wall, so you don't have to drill into it. So this is the horizontal poles, and I guess there's 3 sets of each. So this is another set of vertical poles, another set of vertical poles, and then another set of horizontal poles. So 2 sets of horizontal poles, 3 sets of vertical, and then 2 sets of accessories. So here's your instruction guide. Here's your product list. This is everything that comes in the product. So this is the black colorway. They also have a white one that will be on the Amazon description. So it shows you how to install the rods, different ways you can configure it. This is like your little instruction manual here. You have different, so you can adjust it to different lengths with the pop pins. So yeah, we'll show you how to kind of set it up. So yeah, that's everything that comes in the box. All right, so luckily they have all these labeled for us. So this is a vertical. So we're gonna run through a quick demonstration of how you actually put these together, and then what it looks like at the end when it's all put together. So there's several different poles, and it tells you right here on the instructions which poles to put into which. So that's what we're gonna follow. And each pole is individually wrapped as well. So every single one of these poles are wrapped, and it has the number on it. So you can see number 3, number 2, and they make it pretty simple. So you're going to put pole number 1 into pole number 2, and then into pole number 3, and then the 3s are the extension ones. So here's pole number 1, pipe 1. Insert the end of pipe 1 with the buckle into pipe 2 to adjust the height. So this one has this little spring pop here, and this allows you to adjust. You can adjust the length on this one. So you're gonna put it into pipe 2, which is right here. So yeah, there's a lot of plastic wrapping in here. Keeps it all protected. So you see the holes here, and that's what this spring little pop's gonna go into. I think you may put the end piece in right here. Yeah, I think that's how you do it. So if you want to make it shorter, obviously you push it in more, and then you lock it in by turning it. Obviously this is going to depend on how tall your ceiling is. This is for the vertical pole. Then you're going to take that and put it in the hole pipe 3. And depending on how tall your ceiling is, you may have to use more or less of these pipe 3s. Yeah, so again, there's 2 different ends. There's a skinnier end on this, and then this end. So these will obviously fit on top of each other. So the skinnier end is going to go into the bigger end. Boom, screw it in like that. We get another pipe 3. Same thing, repeat the process. Put the skinny end in, and we're going to screw it in. We're going to take another pipe, number 3. Repeat the process. The 4 is going to go on the very end. It's a little, 4 is a short piece. So keep repeating the process with the number 3 pipe till you get it the height that you need it. Obviously, it depends on how tall your roof is. I got one more number 3 pipe. And then you use that number 1 pipe down there to adjust how tall it is. So yeah, that's how you do the vertical pole. And then what you do is there are 2 end caps. So base number 8, that's what number it is. So get this accessories kit. I'm gonna take 2 of these. One for the top, one for the bottom. There is 2 different accessory kits to make sure you get the right one. The vertical poles use these bigger ones. So you're gonna take this, and I guess they just push on. Yep, and then you repeat the process at the bottom. So here's the end, and we're going to push it straight on. And then here, this is where you can adjust the length of this. You can make it longer if you need to. So that is a vertical pole for you. Now we're gonna do one horizontal pole, and then you just repeat the process. So here's a horizontal pole set. We're gonna do the same thing but with the horizontal pole. This one you'll put pipe number 5. You'll use 1 pipe number 5. Then you'll use 6 pipe number 3s, and then 1 pipe number 6. So that's what we got in here. So this is the beginning of one end. So we're gonna take all these number 3 pipes, and we're going to screw them in. So we're just gonna repeat this process. There's 6 of these pipe number 3s. So we're gonna do this 6 times. Luckily, this is super easy to put together, super fast. It's height adjustable, simple to install, cost effective. You don't have to screw it into your wall. So if you don't wanna bust in your wall, holes in your wall, you can do this. This is super easy to put together. You just gotta take the time and put them all together. And once it's together, that's it. So that's all the pipe number 3s. Now we're gonna take pipe number 6 here, and we're gonna screw it on the very end. So these horizontal pipes, they get a different base. They get base number 9. So it's in this other pack, and I believe this is one of them. So same thing, put one of these end caps on the end. Same thing. End cap on the end, and that's a horizontal pole. So then you'll just want to repeat the process. All right, so to install this buckle, we're gonna install it on the vertical rod. So you'll slide this over the vertical rod. So I'll take this cap off. That's the end piece. We're gonna take this, loosen it up, and you're gonna push it straight over the top of the vertical rod. So yeah, you just slide that on there, this facing up, and push it down to where this little plastic piece is. And then what you do is tighten this lever down here. Boom, that's tightened down, and that's how you do it. So repeat the process for the other ones. All right, so the way you do this is you take the vertical pole, and you have to adjust it to your height, so your ceiling. So I actually had to take 2 of these out. I took 2 of these out because they were too tall for my ceiling. So what I'm gonna do is you want to kind of lean it. You have to get it the right length. You kind of lean it and then push up into place, but mine's too short. So what I'm gonna do is push this in, and I'm going to extend it out. So I'm gonna put it right here on it. I'm gonna hit this button. I'm gonna extend it all the way up till there's a little pressure, and then I'm gonna turn it, and that pin's gonna pop in, boom. So now there is a little spring. This thing is spring loaded. So there's a little spring in it, and you can kind of pull that spring down and get it in there just right. You want to put it in there you want to put it in there where it's tight. It's pushing up against the ceiling, and it's pushing down at the bottom. That way it's snug, and it can hold it to be stronger. So that's how you do one. So you're gonna repeat the process. There's different ways to lay out the curtain. There's 3 vertical poles and 2 horizontal poles. So you can make like a little triangle out of it. You can do just a straight one and not use the other vertical pole. There's several different ways. You can use it, as a curtain, as a divider. You can use it, you can make 2 different ones. You have 2 separate ones. There's different ways to use it. If you look at the Amazon listing, it gives you a few examples. You can actually use it as curtains. So you're gonna wanna put a curtain up there, and you can put them over a window. You can put them over a door, like your back door. If it's glass, you can put it over your back door. You can put it around your bed. You can make like a little triangle shape around your bed. You can use it as like a clothes hanger if you want to do different clothes hangers. So look at the listing, there's a few different ways. I'm just gonna put it up one way and show y'all how it looks. Put a curtain on it as like a kind of like a room divider. So I'm gonna put one pole here, I'm gonna put one pole over here and one across the top, and then hang some curtains from there. So that's what we're gonna do real quick. All right, so this is the horizontal bar. I put my curtains on here. We'll spread them out once we get up there. But you wanna make sure these little hooks that you hooked on there, you wanna make sure they're turned the correct way. So you may have to loosen the knob up, turn it the correct way, and then tighten the knob back down. So I got them both on this side, because that's where I'm gonna hang. We got our curtains right on here on the horizontal bar. You wanna make sure these hooks are turned the correct way. I got them both on the same side. So you're going to just feed this bar into, it's just like a shower, it's just like a curtain rod. It's kind of the same, you just don't screw into the wall. So make sure these hooks are turned the correct way. And feed each side in and clamp them in. Boom, that's that side. Do the same on this side, just make sure they're clamped in all the way. And then boom, you essentially have a curtain rod. And you can divide a room with it. You can put it around your bed. You can do all kinds of different things. So spread these out. So obviously you may need to get some bigger curtains depending on what you're trying to block off. But yeah, so now I have a backdrop, or I can divide a room. I can use it as a, something to video in the back. I can use it as a backdrop in my video. But there's different ways to do it. So yeah, that's what it looks like if you have it set up. So you have a tension rod there, tension rod here, and then we have a vertical one going across. And I still have another vertical rod. I have another vertical one, and I have another horizontal rod, and I have another one of these clips. So if you want to, maybe if I wanted to put another pole up here, I could have another curtain going this way to completely block off one area. It just depends on how you want to lay it out and what you want to do with it. So yeah, check out the Amazon listing for a few different options and a few different ways you can lay it out. But yeah, that's it. That's basically how it works. Super simple to put it together. You just screw the poles together, push the end pieces on. Super simple. So yeah, check it out on Amazon. There will be a link in the description. But yeah, if you need a curtain, or if you need a divider or something like that, you need a backdrop for your videos, or if you need like a sound booth or something, this would be good for keeping sounds from reflecting. So yeah, that's it. Y'all go check it out, and y'all have a great day.